Hi, this is Graham Salt from the Origin Finance Inner West office. Another of my little videos for you of a client that we recently arranged finance for. Steve and Teresa Tidball were first homeowners or first home buyers. We met about 12 months ago and we went through the process of getting pre-approval first of all, which was important for anybody just to give peace of mind as to what their borrowing capacity was. That then allowed them to go out and look for a property that was suitable for them. They settled on a house and land package in a lovely new complex just out of Penrith, and we had a 12-month process going towards when they actually settled. It was great just watching Steve and Teresa just developing their home and getting excited towards moving in, and we'll see some pictures of the home from start to finish later on. When you're a first homeowner, clearly it's the first time you've done this, and therefore there are often things that you don't know. One of which is the first homeowner's grant. In New South Wales, anybody buying a new home, they will get a $15,000 new home owner's grant, and for certain properties under a certain size there's waiving of the stamp duty. So you can actually make quite a considerable saving, and that was very much the case with Steve and Teresa, because they actually signed the contract when the property market was fairly flat, which meant that the valuation came in okay 11-12 months later on. And they obviously got government support both in grants and waiving stamp duty, which is good. When you actually have the first homeowner's grant, it's actually quite a painless process if you know what to do. What normally happens is that you have an unconditional approval from your bank, and it's then just a question of paperwork and getting all the funds together. What we did with Steve and Teresa and all our first homeowner clients is that we will arrange for them to complete the forms, get them into the dedicated first homeowners team within every bank, who will then make sure that the $15,000 are available actually at settlement, which obviously saves the client have to fork out $15,000 and claim the money back later. It's a really smooth process, and again takes out the stress of buying a property for the first time. Let's listen to what Steve and Teresa have got to say. Steve and Teresa, we met about a year ago, and then it was almost 12 months later that you actually moved into your first home. Do you want to just talk us through the process that you went through of how we went from meeting to actually getting you into your new land and home package?
Sure.
You want to kick that off?
Sure. When we originally met, first we had a meeting, we discussed all of our finances, and we originally weren't thinking we were going to be able to buy a house that quickly, that we were going to have to wait another year. And after going through all that, we discovered that we could get a house straight away. And we're able to put a deposit on a house and land package, and from there save up the rest of our deposit. And working with you helped us as far as we didn't know what paperwork we needed for the bank, how to approach the bank to make sure we got the loan, and just
It can be very bureaucratic, can't it? People think it's sometimes just a question of what's the best rate and just getting in there, but sometimes understanding how each bank works is quite an important thing as well.
That's right. Yeah, there's a lot of planning involved, and I don't think we were aware when we first started how much planning was supposed to go behind the whole process. And like you said, a lot of people go in there and think, well, it's about what the best rate is, and just get your deposit down and get things sorted. But it's a lot heavier process than what most people would think.
And then what was it like in the final few days as we went, once you've got valuation done, the bank had given you unconditional approval, and then we had to make sure all the money was there, both from you and also the first homeowner's grant as well.
Yes, and it was just getting that final paperwork together. Once everything was together, we were just waiting on the builder to say your house is ready.
Yeah. And I guess the last thing, of course, is, are you happy on your new place?
Definitely.
Absolutely, yeah.